Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking about Jupiter in Jyeshta Nakshatra. So far, Jupiter has been transiting through Anuradha, and it is going to move into Jyeshta Nakshatra on 27th of December. And it will remain in Jyeshta till the end of its transit in Scorpio. So all this transit of Jupiter is in Scorpio, but the nakshatras are different. This is Komilla Sutton. I'm going to tell you about what is happening in Jyeshta, any conjunctions, how you can expect to experience this transit. And I'm going to explain to you what Jupiter will do in Jyeshta, what we can expect, and the Gandanta degrees of Jupiter and Jyeshta as well. So what happens really is that Jupiter is very comfortable in Scorpio and therefore in Jyeshta as well. Jupiter is called the Guru. His Sanskrit name is Brihaspati, and he is the Guru to the Devas, to the God. So in essence, he is the Guru to our good qualities within us. So the Devic qualities or the good or the Sattvic qualities are within us. So Jupiter gives us the right advice, the right knowledge, and of course we learn from it. So in Scorpio, he is advising us to transform, to think positively, to develop a more sattvic nature. As yet, we haven't developed it, but Jupiter, the Guru, is guiding us to do that. So on 27th of December, Jupiter goes into Jyeshta, and he will remain there till 4th of November. There is a short period when he will move out of Jyeshta, go into Sagittarius and come back. So just one sec, I want to just confirm. Yes, it is 27th of November to 4th of, 27th of December to 4th of November. So December 2018 to 4th of November 2019. And so Jupiter will be from now onwards in Jyeshta Nakshatra. So as a guru, he's there to advise her. There's some very interesting things happening during this transit. And so we need to keep an eye out for it. Firstly, Jupiter in Scorpio does well, but the Gandanta we have to watch. And 3 times Jupiter is going to cross over the Gandanta. So there's some lesson to be learned about that. Secondly, in Jyeshta, Jyeshta means the elder one. It means somebody who's mastered themselves. So Jyeshta teaches us to master our weaknesses, to strengthen ourselves, to develop ourselves. And the Devata for Jyeshta is Indra. Indra is the god of gods, and he fought for years and years against the demon Vritta Asura, and finally he was victorious. So this whole story, and especially Jupiter's transit in is for us to fight against our own negative behavior. And it doesn't matter if we don't become masters of it, but we can continue till we find that mastery for ourselves. And so that is one message of Jupiter in Jyeshta. Secondly, Jyeshta also is Jyeshta Devi. Jyeshta Devi is the sister of goddess Lakshmi, and she's also called a Lakshmi. That means the goddess of misfortune. And sometimes this role of Jyeshta Devi is misunderstood. People feel that she gives misfortune to people, but actually she only gives misfortune to those who don't follow the path of truth. Jyeshta Devi, it is very important to in your aspiration to become powerful, to become strong, you must be truthful, you must follow the path of dharma. And when you don't follow that, then she can be angry with you and she can create some difficulty for you. There are many temples in South India. I discovered in Kanchipuram at Kailash Natha temple, and also there's special temples for Jyeshta Devi. And often people tend to take the negative viewpoint, but Guru is there. So what Guru is telling you, to think about your higher self, to think about your sattvic self and elevate your energy so that you are developing a positive attitude towards it. So then the third point about this Jupiter transit in Jyeshta is that actually there are no hard conjunctions for Jupiter and Jyeshta. There is no Saturn, there is no Rahu, there is no Ketu. There is going to be Jupiter with Mercury for a little while as we come into, Jupiter comes into Scorpio, and I'll just give you the dates. I should actually keep this in my lap. So Jupiter will be with the Mercury for a little while till 31st of January, 31st of December, and then 1st of January Venus will come into Scorpio, but it doesn't conjoin Jupiter till later. There's a Venus Jupiter conjunction on 22nd of January, and then Venus leaves Jupiter on 29th of January. So what it means is that after that, Jupiter's transit in Jyeshta is on its own, and so he's there, he's the master, he's guiding us. So we have to learn our inner voice, we have to learn to understand what this energy is. So there's no outer influence. Conjunctions, you know, there's friction and there are things that are happening, but then we have this long Gandanta in transit in March, April, and Jupiter will for a little while go out of Jyeshta and go into Mula Nakshatra and Sagittarius and then come back. But there also you need to understand that on 15th of March, Jupiter goes into Gandanta. Now, Gandanta is not necessarily a dangerous situation, but it's an unsettled energy, because these are vortex points, these are kind of karmic energies where stuff has got stuck, and when Jupiter is going over it, it's trying to shift that energy. And Jupiter goes, and Gandanta points are very important for personal development, but they can be unsettled, insecure time. It's a good idea not to make a decision during Jupiter's transit over its Gandanta point. But Jupiter 15th of May, excuse me, is 15th of March to 29th of March. It will be in Jyeshta Gandanta, and after that from 29th it will move into Sagittarius. And so for a little while Jupiter is in Sagittarius. It goes up to 10th of April in Sagittarius and Mula, and then it will retrograde back and come back into Jyeshta. But then we have two very distinct influences up to you could say to end of March. Jupiter is going into Jyeshta direct, so it's moving through the energy, but it is not finishing its story. So then it is going to retrograde back over Jyeshta, and it comes into Jyeshta in April, and in April, let me just get this, it will move towards 22nd of April to 4th of November. It will be in Jyeshta. But there also there is something, because first we go retrograde. So from now to March is going direct. So we are kind of experiencing new things. We are doing. So the retrograde energy starts in April and slows down and goes back over the old ground of Jyeshta till 11th of August, when Jupiter will go direct, and then third time it will go into its direct zone. And so you find this Jyeshta as being forward, backward, forward again. That means we are really learning the lesson what Jyeshta has to teach us. And then in that we are also getting 3 times Gandanta. Once going forward, shifting the energy, then in April Jupiter comes back, goes over that energy, and then again we have the last Gandanta in Jyeshta and Scorpio in November, from 31st November to 31st October to 4th November, and Jupiter continues being Gandanta, but then it goes into Mula Nakshatra. So this is an important transit, and the Nakshatra transit is always a bit more subtle energy. So depending on how much Jyotish you know, you can look at the padas as well. But I watch how the planet goes through the Nakshatra, and remember, this is a positive transit. So Jupiter is giving us the correct message. It's empowering us. But out of this, of course, Pisces, it is in the 9th house. So a lot of knowledge for Pisces. For Sagittarius, it's in the 12th house of Moksha. So for Sagittarius also, it's saying that before you can move forward, you need to understand your weaknesses, you need to master your weaknesses. But Sagittarius can be in a very idealistic zone, you know, desiring for moksha, self-realization, looking at the more spiritual aspect of life. Those on a more material path need to be careful of how they spend their money, because you know, Jyeshta can make you think, oh, I'm the king, I want to spend like a king. So be careful about that. And of course, Scorpio has, if you're ascendant or moon or sun is in Jyeshta, then you are in for a very good time, because Jupiter is going to be there now for almost 11 months in this one sign. So enjoy that, and you know, this is a good transit. Again, the Gandanta degree is unsettled energy, and Gandanta is from 15th of March to 22nd of 5th of May. Gandanta energy is there, part in Jyeshta, part in Mula. So this is a good time to think, I should purify myself, improve myself. Even if you've gone a little bit off path, then allow the Jupiter energy to give you the wisdom, give you the knowledge as well. And as I said, that Guru is very much on his own just now, so there is no big conjunction at all. Moon will conjunct once a month, and actually Jupiter is helping the moon in its debilitation. It's lifting the energy up. So that is it for this Jupiter in Jyeshta. Please do like this if you enjoyed it, and check out my website komilla.com, and let me have any comments that you have, and again keep leaving what some ideas, tutorials that you'd like me to teach. I'd love to do that as well. So all the best, and thank you, and happy holidays as well.